All right, welcome back everyone. Dr. Ben, not a real doctor. Before we get started, how's the hair? And today I'm going to talk about something that I've kind of been playing with here recently. It's an interesting concept that I was sort of dawned on me when my girlfriend picked up a copy of The Messages in Water just really about a week ago. And I was thinking about how that book talks about how you treat water, basically messages of love versus messages of aggression and stuff like that, and how it affects how the molecular structure of the water lines up when it freezes. And this is a fairly well-known scientific fact. They've done studies with plants. Plants that are treated with love and talked to with care and affection do better than plants that are yelled and screamed at. And the plants that are yelled and screamed at don't even do as well as the plants that are just left to their own. So obviously intention affects things. So I've been playing with this concept of intention for workouts. Setting an intention when, like before your workout, kind of clearing your head and getting a picture in your head of what you want that workout to accomplish. But I've also been playing with individual little movements throughout the day and basically setting an intention for that one specific movement to see if it changes how my body responds to that movement. And something interesting happened a few days ago when I was working with push-ups. And if you've watched any of my stuff for a while, you'll know that I hate push-ups. I hate it. But regardless, this is a rehab type exercise, so I'm gonna take you over to my little spot and share what I worked on that's really helping me with my shoulders. Anyway, let's go. All right, so I'm going to use this wall here to help me out. The point of this exercise that I'm doing is to not be challenging, but it's to allow me to focus on what I want to affect in my body with the movement. So in this case, I'm going to be using a push-up against a wall to help me basically release the muscles in my shoulder. More specifically in my left shoulder and the muscles that run right here underneath my humerus here and connect my back to my upper arm. I've developed a problem with my left arm where basically my upper arm bone is stuck to my scapula, and when I move my arm, my shoulder blade follows me around more than it should. I've lost some freedom of movement in my shoulder. So what I'm going to do is just set up here on the wall and do some push-ups, but I'm going to be doing them very, very focused and with a very clear intention in my head. I'm going to be doing these push-ups very slowly, and I'm going to be doing them holding the thought in my head that the purpose is to release these muscles here underneath my arm. And I'll set up and kind of walk you through it while I'm doing it. Now you can use any sort of intention you want. If you're lifting and you want to build big muscles, think when you do bicep curls, I'm doing this to make my biceps bigger. If you're doing deadlifts and you want to make your back stronger, think I'm trying to make my back stronger. This exercise is to make my back stronger. Don't just mindlessly go through the reps. So I'm gonna set up here, do my push-up, walk you through it while I'm doing it so I can tell you what's going on in my body while I'm doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna set up on this wall. I'm using this wall so it's a less maximal effort. As I'm coming down, I'm gonna feel quite a significant pull across the side of my shoulder. And that's the area I wanna focus on right now. So set up in good push-up position, rotate the shoulders in, and I can already feel a fair bit of tension across my left shoulder over here. Now, I'm setting the intention that this movement is for the purpose of releasing that tension. Now, I'm gonna start my push-up and I'm doing slow negatives on this. Slowly come down, and as I feel that shoulder starting to tighten up, and it's already starting to tighten up, I'm just gonna pause and breathe and think release. And I'm gonna keep going down, nice and slow, focusing on releasing that muscle. And I've only done this a handful of times, and there's already been a significant release through those muscles. There's been enough of a release that I can feel that there are other areas I need to start focusing on because this isn't the main problem anymore. but this is in 2 or 3 sessions of just setting the intention of releasing this shoulder and just doing slow controlled push-ups. There are lots of ways you can apply this, but it was just an interesting concept, and this is how I'm experimenting with it to fix a problem that I have. So one more time, just for the shoulder release, good push-up position, come down nice and slow. Don't try and contract those muscles. They're doing it all on their own. You want them to stop contracting. So when you feel them tense up, stop, reposition, keep coming down nice and slow. There, and that time there was almost no tension across my shoulder. As you can see, this really plays into moving slowly. It's sort of a combination of my thought of intention combined with somatics, combined with practicing movement slowly so you can feel what's going on. It's not like it's a special technique, but I've had some really interesting results by setting my intention before a movement, setting an overall intention for the workout, and then also setting an intention for each individual movement. I found my body responds much more, better in the way that I would like it to, rather than just going through the reps and hoping I get some sort of result. Do you have any sort of intention you've tried out while working out? If you try it after watching this video, jump into the comments and let me know what you think down below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this process. Also, I just released some new shirts. Move Better, Eat Better, Live Better. These are tri-blend unisex shirts. They're super comfy and they come in a whole bunch of different colors. I also have ladies shirts. They're not tri-blend, they only come in cotton, so they take a little bit more time to break in. They're also a little bit cheaper. But check them out on my YouTube store. You can also find them on my website under apparel. If you liked the video, smash the thumbs up button, share the video with your friends. Please let me know what you think down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. Until next time, keep your life in motion.